Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm the developer behind Soviet Soldier, and we are here for the 9th episode of the game. Just a quick warning, this episode will include spoilers for anybody, so if you want to get the game without spoilers, the true experience, make sure to buy it on Steam. Currently it's still on the summer sale discount, but that'll be ending soon. Alright, last episode we concluded the Hungarian uprising with the capture of Imre Nagy. We had the choice to either let him go or execute him or capture him, and for this playthrough we chose to capture him. Additionally, we also had the opportunity to destroy a lot of Hungarian buildings or leave them relatively unscathed, and we chose the unscathed option to Vasily's delight and approval. This episode is going to be the beginning of the Soviet-Afghan War. That's a 3-part series, whatever. And we're going to continue it now.
Welcome to Afghanistan, Ivan.
And that's Vasily. He aged a little bit since the last episode. I'm going to say good to see you again. Because it's been, I think, 20-something years probably to this point. Maybe a little bit longer.
Vasily, it's good to see you again.
And the main character's voice actor has
Good to
changed
see
to
you
represent, to show his age has increased.
Although I wish it was under better circumstances. I'll give you the basics of what's happening. Recently, a communist revolt overthrew the pro-Western capitalist government and started implementing communist policies. However, many of these policies offended the conservative parts of the country who rose up in rebellion. They called themselves the Mujahideen and proved themselves a powerful enemy to the government who called for Soviet military assistance. And the Union sent you in to help fix the situation. I hope that our mission will be as effective as the Hungarian mission was.
Okay, so there he just basically gave kind of like the quick recap of everything that, like the TLDR for people who don't know the history of Soviet-Afghan. And also right there he was like, oh yeah, the Hungarian mission was well because you didn't destroy as many buildings there. So he's happy about that and hopes of similar things there. And I'm going to say, yeah, I hope to use peace as well.
Hopefully this mission will allow a peaceful outcome.
That's good to hear.
How do you know so much about this situation?
I was sent in as an advisor to the communist government. During that time, I was able to gain an understanding of what was happening on the ground. I was also...
General, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Ivan, may I introduce you to Major General Yuri, head of all KGB operations in Afghanistan.
Nice to meet you, General.
Please call me Yuri. I've heard so much about you from Comrade Joseph in the AVH. I hear he is now head of the Ministry of Interior in Hungary.
Good to hear.
Different things can happen to Yosef
Well,
depending on your
it was a
choice in the
pleasure to
last
meet you,
episode.
Comrade. And Vasily, I need to talk to you about something soon. Goodbye.
There's a little bit of tension between those two, and it continues on through the rest of the game. What do you think about him? I guess we'll get
What's your
Vasily's
opinion
input.
about him?
I'm not sure. He has an impressive record, but I don't feel like he understands the situation here. Before I forget, your nephews arrived yesterday and they sounded eager to see you. You should go talk to them while I talk with Yuri.
Alright, so now you're going to go talk to your nephews. And here are the two. They were mentioned in the beginning of the Hungarian saga. And remember your brother from the World War II era. So these are his two kids. And now you get to talk to them.
General. It's good to see you again.
Constantine, my nephew, it's been too long. I see that you've been promoted. Congratulations.
Uncle, glad to see you here.
Good to see you too, Pavel.
Alright, so yep, these are the two nephews, Constantine and Pavel. First thing I'm going to ask, how's my brother doing? How's their father, in essence?
How is your father doing?
Good. He was just able to secure a lovely house in Moscow.
Yeah, he was lucky that he knew someone in the Ministry of Construction.
「
「
He was lucky that he knew someone in the Ministry of Construction. 」
「 he was lucky that he knew someone in the Ministry of Construction. 」 「 he was lucky that he knew someone in the Ministry of Construction. 」
「 he was lucky that he knew someone in the Ministry of Construction. We're excited to be working with you to help bring communism to this poor country.
Although I'm worried about the local populace, many of them were not too eager to see us arrive.
And you see, so you're probably right to be worried. I mean, hindsight 2020, you know what happens.
You bring up a good point, and we need to focus on the locals and how they perceive us to have success here.
And I am sure with your brilliant leadership, we will be done in no time.
Are you out of your mind?
And you see Vasily's yelling off in the
I
distance.
need to go see what that is. I'll talk to you guys later.
I can't believe you embarrassed me.
And you
in
kind of
front
hear
the
this little
general.
conversation between them after.
First off, he's our uncle.
And you see the little brotherly tension that they have between each other.
Say that upset you so much.
You were just being so pessimistic, as you always are. That's why you demoted in the first place.
I speak my mind, and if that gets me into trouble, so be it. But I won't be a kiss ass like you always are.
And you kind of get the tension between those two. One's really loyal to the communist state and to you, or the player in essence. But one's kind of like more of a free-spoken and opposes a lot of the communist stuff.
I would remind you to lower your voice when speaking to a superior officer.
What's going on over here?
Yuri here wants us to assassinate Amin, the communist leader of Afghanistan.
It's general to you. And yes, we must assassinate Amin. He has been colluding with the Americans, and he is a wild card who could destabilize the region.
He is a dedicated communist. He wouldn't work with America. If we assassinate him, it'll look like an invasion to everyone else.
And if we don't assassinate him, then he will backstab us in the future and destroy any progress we make in Afghanistan.
Okay, so I'm going to say, like, to try and learn a little bit more about Amin. Hafizul Amin is is the character they're referencing, if anybody isn't aware. Or, subscribe.
How exactly is Amin a wild card?
He has only recently been in power, and he has already lost popular support by killing his own people.
Those problems were caused by Amin's predecessor, not him. You're just worried because he won't be your puppet.
Regardless of your opinion about him, it is the Politburo's decision to eliminate him, and that is what we must do.
I'm going to say I understand not to aggravate him
I
anymore.
understand our orders.
Good. At least someone here understands how command works. Have the men prepare for battle soon.
Ivan, listen to me. I know Amin may be unreliable, but he is a true communist who loves the Soviet Union. It would be a mistake to remove him from power. The Politburo is just old men who don't understand the situation. If you made your case to them, they would have to listen to an experienced general like you.
He's kind of giving you an
I'll
out
get
here
you
to
ready
spare
for
him.
battle while you arm yourself and think about what I have said.
Okay, now you're gonna grab a gun. And this one we got some new guns now. You got the AK last episode. Now we have the, let's go over here, SVD, that new gun. RPK, that's also was available last episode. We haven't used it yet. And 47U. I'm gonna go with the RPK for this one since it's a lot of, whatchamacallit, there's a lot of enemies you have to deal with here. You want someone with a lot of ammo.
Ready?
You'll nod. Yep.
Forward!
Alright, so now you see all soldiers and you are going over here. And it's definitely for this level wise to make use of cover. Oh shoot. Because if you're out in the open too long, they can really get you. I'm gonna head towards the middle. That's where the rest of the soldiers are coalescing. And use them as cover. That sounds bad. And you see right here, even your nephew's fighting alongside in the battle. And for those unaware, this is basically a level of Operation 333, where the Soviet Union was invading Amin's palace to assassinate him. And if you actually look online to look at a picture of the palace, I think I did a pretty good job at modeling it. There we go. Got them both down. And remember to walk over dead bodies to get more ammo. Oh no, don't want to go up too quickly. Here. There we go. Alright, got off the sides. Alright. And here's the Min. He's passed out.
I guess that's Ahmed.
Just pronounce his name.
I guess the KGB's poison must have put him in a coma. Carry him downstairs.
Historically, the KGB did try to poison him first before sending him in the army, but it failed to work. Alright, so now they're just going to be bringing him in downstairs.
What exactly are we going to do with him?
I'm going to say the Politburo wants him dead, because that's what they...
Politburo were very clear that they wanted him dead.
But if we kill him, won't the Afghans despise us for killing their own leader?
Amin is not that popular to begin with. The Afghans will praise the Red Army for removing him.
But if we're the ones removing and replacing him, we'll just see a new ruler as a foreigner, and not someone to be trusted.
The Afghans will recognize our strength and be cowed into submitting. Regardless, the decision is not for us to make. But it's the general's, and I'm sure he'll know what to do.
Yeah. Essentially, you kind of see what's going on. You're going to have to make a choice about what to do with the Min. And the problem is you don't really know all the situation, all the facts on the ground. There's conflicting things. Do you trust the KGB or do you trust your fellow
Why is
comrade?
Amin still alive?
You gotta kind of like use your own judgment there to determine what's going to be best for the outcome. I'm going to say we have to get somewhere safe first. To not anger him.
Anything with Amin, we've got to get out of
Best
here
not
and
to
go
anger the
somewhere safe.
KGB.
I guess that makes sense.
We have an extraction point at the outskirts of the village. However, we'll be vulnerable to attacks along the way.
We'll have to risk it.
Okay, and now you get control of the armored personnel carrier. And you're basically...
Moving forward. Don't stop for anything.
Mouse is a little stuck. There we go.
They are escorting Amin. We have to kill him.
Alright, now you're going to basically see that the Mujahideen are going to start attacking your convoy right now. Basically just shooting at you as you get close. And you can see at the bottom health bar right there, it's not replenishing, so you only have a limited amount of health. And as it progresses, it's going to get lower and lower. So you have to make sure that you can still survive. The problem is I kind of like, I've developed the game so I know where all of them are, and it's kind of easy to see. And every time they hit your car, makes a nice little clink sound right there. One nice thing about this is it has unlimited ammo, so you don't really have to worry about basically running out of ammo halfway through. It's like, oh, I can't do anything, I'm just defenseless. Go. And you can see I'm already lower than halfway. So you really have to be careful throughout this mission to make sure that, you know, you're not missing any of them, because if you just accidentally leave one alive, that can really just tank your entire health right there. Alright, and now we're here.
Where the hell are we?
We're at the extraction point. We just need to hold here for a few minutes.
They better be here soon, or else we're all dead.
Okay. And now basically the mission turns into a defense mission. You have to defend here for a couple of minutes. Oh shoot, I'm already low on health. It's not good. Yeah, Mujahideen are going to keep attacking you from all of the different areas. And you kind of have to respond to it. You theoretically could just like stay in one little area and just camp it, but what happens is that the Mujahideen are going to keep attacking your men. So the longer that they're around, the more damage it's going to cause to your own men. Which means that you, in the end, you're going to have less defenses, and they're more likely to attack you, and it just makes it easier for them to kill you in the end. But at the same time, you have to balance being too proactive versus being too defensive. I'm going to switch to the AK, a little bit of a better weapon in my opinion. One of the best ways to find out where they are is to kind of like just look at where your men are firing. If you see that your men are dying in certain areas or getting shot in certain areas, shoot, I keep getting low on health. Oh shoot. And they can really bunch up if you're not too careful. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Alright. Whew, there we go. Now you see that the means kind of regain consciousness, so you have to make the choice about what to do with him as he's alive.
You know what must be done.
And KGB's kind of like on their shoulder, like, oh yeah, you should probably kill him. But you had the option to refuse to kill him, which is what I'm going to do for this one, to try and make sure that someone more legitimate is in power.
This decision is going to destroy Afghanistan.
Who are you?
Alright, I'm gonna lie and say that we saved from the Mujahideen, and just like pretend that they were actually the ones that attacked his palace.
My name is Ivan. I'm a general of the Red Army, and I just saved your life. The Mujahideen stormed your palace, but we were able to evacuate them.
In real life,
Thank you so
Amin was like
much,
very like
Soviets.
loyal to the, or not loyal, but
With Amin
very
in power,
patriotic
the
towards the
government
Soviet
was able
Union.
to
I guess
maintain a
loyal, yeah,
semblance of
but not as
legitimacy.
all competent.
This kept many Afghans in line, but many were also appalled by Amin's actions
And there's the
turned to
actual
the
palace that
Mujahideen.
they attacked
Even with the
in
influx
during
of
the
manpower to the
Afghan War.
Mujahideen, we were able to easily destroy them in an open battle. So they changed tactics and decided to strike our convoys to leave us with little supplies. One of our main supply routes was in the Panjshir Valley, where the Mujahideen were ever present. It was my task to remove the Mujahideen from the Panjshir Valley by any means necessary.
Okay, so that was the end of it. Oh, here we go. Successfully complete the first mission in Afghanistan. Nice achievement. All right, so that's the basically the Afghan level right here done. First level of the introduction, Operation 333 for anybody interested. And so the next level, you're going to be attacking in the Panjshir Valley to try and eliminate the Mujahideen there, the Panjshir offensive. So that's what the next episode's going to be. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate everything. So, yeah, everybody have a good day, and I'll see you all later. All right, goodbye.